All right. It is Tuesday night, which means we have another round of the Tuesday night Swiss at the Boylston Chess Club. This is round two, uh, and I will playing against Matthew Wesley with the black pieces. I lost Matthew 2 weeks ago with the white pieces in the last round of the June Tuesday night Swiss, and so this is our rematch. Um, and so he plays e4, and we have like a. I'm searching. There we go. We have a Caro. We play this advanced line with takes, 96. Actually, thankfully, I actually just reviewed some of the Carolines this morning. And after F4, I started to remember some things. Where I'm pretty sure it's either E6 or knight H6 in this line. I thought E6 was like a little worse. Because like for example, if like E6 and bishop E3. Actually, bishop E3 doesn't work here because I can just push D4. So maybe E6 is better. Yeah, I think actually this is probably just a mistake. Because after D4, you just take the pawn. I got the pawn. You get the pawn back here. Yeah, I wonder if 96 is too slow. But he was able to get defenses ready here. Even now, like E6. I don't know why I hesitated so much to play E6. Because now once he has here, I don't have this anymore. Yeah, I think actually this is probably just a really early mistake in E6. I definitely misremembered the lines. I think you can play F4 when you don't take here, and you have a structure that looks more like push takes C6 here, F like something like this. And I think that maybe the end of H6, or even now, like just like push here, and then you don't. It's like F5 now. It's like taken in H6. I'm not entirely sure. I think H6 is probably wrong though at this point in time. But E6, I think I had played this kind of like instantly because I thought it was the right thing in the line. But I think E6 is much better. Um, there's not actually a way to defend the pawn here. And just like C4, I guess. And then when you take, you're isolating the pawn. Um, like this. And this is pleasant. There's nothing like wrong with this position at all. Yeah, I think that's probably the first mistake, was just not playing the opening correctly. What we have here is, he can get the bishop to D1. And I have no way to win the pawn anymore. I still can't push. There's never like takes, like here, if like takes for example. There's B4, and typically like you can do this, but it's defended here in this case. I was even thinking like maybe there's like a knight sack line here, right? Take here. I think you do have to take because this is threatened on C2, and the bishop is hanging. I think you do have to take. But after takes, I think like I'm not entirely sure. Um, Maybe we have to go queen here, but if you go knight here, I mean like knight e3 looks really threatening. Knight e3 forces a response because this is coming. Um, yeah, I wonder if I missed this too. I was kind of scared though that it's anything I can lose a piece this early. Um, but yeah, I mean if you don't take though, if you just like go like here for example, and you just take back and you're a pawn. And there's never like a check here or anything. So you do have to take. But taking this also work. But I thought this just wins. Um, or even like I could take this pawn as well. Or yeah, I wonder if it's like I just take this pawn and then I just kind of like sit in the corner. King f8, and I don't really see a way. I mean, you can castle maybe. This is looks horrible though. Because if I can swap off if I can get rid of the knight, this is this mate. Now that you can castle into this disaster. Um, Maybe this, but then you're pinned. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. So maybe you can't take f4. Or maybe C3 works. Maybe I was thinking like queen B2 as well. Forcing probably probably knight BD2. But then I was thinking again about knight E3 here. Just being devastating. Knight E3 hits the queen. You can give a check. But I think you have to like try to trade it off. But even then, like I don't know how. If you try to trade it off, you have to go here. But I just take the rook. I just go here, and I'm down 2 pieces for rook and pawn, I guess. But the structure looks really hard to manage. Oops. Um, or maybe is there better? Is there like this? Maybe I don't trade queens. Like here, take, take, and then rook here. I don't know. Something was definitely playable here, but I was really scared of sacrificing the bishop. Um, oh yeah, also in queen d2 lines, I was thinking you can just go to queen b2, and then same thing. If the queen gets here, queen c3, I probably just like check. King can't move anywhere, so he has to go here and grab the pawn, maybe. If I grab the pawn, maybe it's castle. Castle rook c8. He can't castle, or he can, I guess. If he castles, I take. Yeah, I mean he has like no develop. I lost a piece, but I think knight e3 doesn't work because of queen d2 here. Although takes. King f2. No, no. Then you have to take now. I think. Take and. Oh, but I mean, I guess once again, take king f2 take, and this time actually the knight might be able to escape. No, but it's check. But I mean, in this variation, I'm up 2 pawns. Uh, I don't know. I tell what exactly I should have done here. I think I might have been too slow. Allows knight d4, and I thought I couldn't figure out how to win the pawn anymore. Um, this is a little tactic. Just trade off 2 more pieces. But yeah, I was really struggling to figure out how to win the pawn. And here I was thinking maybe b6 is playable, but I was concerned with after take here here how to actually stop us from promoting. Because I was thinking after like knight d2, rook b8, rook b1. I wasn't really sure how to, because like then I can get knight can't really get in though. I guess maybe it's like c4. But if it decides castle here, I mean c4, I take the knight though, or maybe it's b7, and then yeah. So actually, I don't think I can cancel yet. I think I have to go. This is the line we looked at after the game. B6 here, but it might even been playable earlier. Rook B7. If he gets C7, he just goes here. That was the rook. Um, and yeah, there's still no there's no C5. If I just take this, the knight is pinned. And so if I just take, and also the knight can't really get out at all. Has to be defended. If I just take this, I don't think C4 works. I think I just take. And if you ever let go of this, I'm taking it. So maybe he castles here. But then I can get here. As soon as he lets go of the squares, maybe he can't even castle either. But then I can get here and sit on this pawn, or I push even. If I push, that's a problem. But then I can get here with check, and I could throw. So I don't think he has C4 as a resource to get the knight in the game. And so I think, I think instead, I don't know. He has castles now. But then I can probably go here. But one thing, I don't think castles works. Because of knight E2, or bishop E2. Work out, and then I just plop in front of it. And in this case, if you push, now it's hanging. So if I take, maybe you can push though. And if I take, he pushes again. No, I can take again. See. But if you take here and then push, I don't know how to stop these pawns. I think I have to sack the rook. I mean, I have a rook here though. There's no way this is playable. I don't think you can lose. I don't think you can lose the knight like that. So yes, I mean maybe a4, but I mean I don't really see a way to defend the pawn anymore. So I can take this. Then if you go here, oh, I guess you go here though, and then I lose the bishop. So maybe yeah, I can't take it. If a4. So I have to go here, and then kind of run out of squares to sit on. I don't know. I mean, now I castle and get the rook here. But if you can't get the rook here, then you can't put the bishop here, and you can't put the knight there. But I take. Maybe you here, and then when you put the knight there, the bishop is hit. So I can't go here, but then he goes here, and I lose the bishop. Or I lose one of the bishops. But if he goes here, yeah, I think I have to just leave in this position. Then he can't go here, but I just take. But maybe he does, I don't know. But if I go here and here, he can just go here. Oh no, it's check though. It's check. No. No, knight a5. Knight c5. Because then here, and you're up any change. Yes, I don't really know. If b6 worked either. This is a long tangent. I'm very sorry, but we went into some really deep analysis after the game at the club. So, but yeah, b6. I wasn't sure how to not lose the game off of b6, but it might be fine. I was thinking b6 even earlier. Just right here, b6. Because now, but I guess my concern was bishop b5. But I think I just go here, and if you go here, to try to double up, I can defend it. If I take here. And then take. I think I defend it like this. But I guess I'm also just losing the entire game here. I think I have to take this first. which is kind of gross. And then take. Now we're even. I don't know. It was really weird, but I think I had to play b6 at some point. The fact that I didn't play b6 meant that we're to this position, and I just don't have a way to break through. I had the bishop pair, but the position completely closed. Like he's all 8 pawns still, so I had no way to get any progress in here. Bishop e7, my idea, but here was like g5 and h4 to like break open the king side. But knight c3 comes pretty quickly. I can't really afford to lose the bishop here. And I didn't think that the knight b6 maneuver was a threat, really, because I thought I just moved the rook and the knight stuck. But I think maybe I could have gone bishop d8 here, which is kind of prevents it completely. So now if take, I get in. So I don't know if I go bishop d8 instead. I want g5 here to break him the position. But if I go bishop d8, I think he has to like find a different plan. Maybe like a like I don't know. Rook a b1 and then you push and then get in this way. But even here, I was thinking about b5. Because I thought you have to move the knight or take en passant, and if you move the knight, this is just locked down. And it's bad for my bishops, obviously, but now I can break open the king side where I have pawn break still. Or even like f6 and then break open this way and get rid of his good bishop and then target the pawns. But yeah, I thought en passant was concerning. Obviously, I take with check. But once again, we have this b pawn problem. I don't know how. Like this way, you definitely can't stop the b pawn from promoting. Yeah, I'm still down a pawn as well. Yeah, I didn't really see a way to stop the b pawn from promoting here. Like, do I have to sacrifice? Like, I didn't think this is comfortable. But bishop d8 was definitely still an idea. This doesn't work. Bishop, yeah, but there's definitely some other ideas. I don't think b5 works. Yeah, I think you just cancel. And then if you might even just be able to invite this this breakthrough. Just by virtue of this opening up. Yeah, the A file. Oh, not that. The bishop can open up. Maybe now get the rook here. b6 maybe now. So yeah, I think bishop d8 was like my third miss. I missed b6. I missed the e6 at the start. I missed b6 later. I think this is my third miss, and it's kind of like the end. I was playing really poorly this game. I had no concrete ideas anymore, and I thought I just horribly misplayed the opening, which is bad. Because I can't afford to be playing down against someone much stronger than me. And so yeah, bishop d8 is definitely a big miss. But g5, I thought, I don't know, maybe g5 take and get the rook in. Knight b6, rook 7 c4, and so here I think is the big blunder is h5. I didn't think. I didn't think that they takes was that bad, but I thought I just move here, and I'm skewering all the pieces, and he can't take with the knight. But I missed was that he can just play e6, and I lose the rook, and then he can take, and this just loses. I'm just dead lost. I went rook g8 here, but yeah, I have to just take this. I don't know why I didn't just take this, go here, and then like b5 or something, Knight's here, and if I can take even. It's really ugly if I take, because he probably takes with this to keep my rook cut out. But I just blockade, and I figure it out. Like, I get the king here, rook here. I figure it out. Or after DC, knight c. Maybe not b5. I don't have to. I could even, like, I can take this first, and then his pawn chain is broken, and I can get the rook in this way, like, rook g8 now, and if he goes here, I don't have to take. I can just move. Like, I move here, give up the bishop, But the thing is, that I probably wouldn't do this. I want to keep the same color bishops, or the opposite color bishops, because I've had drawing chances down upon. So I probably would just take this. Yeah, I mean, you can take and I infiltrate this way, or take and I blockade, or infiltrate this way as well. You know, I have infiltrations all over the board now. Let's just say like he takes here, and I go here. Um, yeah, I'm down a pawn, but I have ways in everywhere. Um, so I don't know how I missed DC. I just didn't think. I guess I didn't see E6 from back when I saw it. Like I saw this maneuver. I didn't see E6 at the end. Um, Even here, I like maybe not even DC. Maybe just like bishop B4. And I give up I give up the bishop. Obviously, after takes, or maybe I don't know. I could even like just play here, and now E6, rook G8, take, take, take it back. But I don't really see. This is actually a lot worse. Of a position. So I do think this is probably worse. Um, or maybe you take here first. Because that way knight has to take, and then when this comes, and this, and here, I don't know. Maybe here actually in this variation. Maybe no rook G8. Maybe rook F8. Because that one takes. You can't take here. Because it's just, once again I'm just on the pawn. Instead, yeah, I just miss it, and then E6 comes, and I'm just at lost. Now I'm down 3 pawn, and I have to go here. So yeah, I'm down 3 pawns, but top of color bishops, and so I keep playing. You know, my pawn's here, white square, completely stuck. His pawn's dark squares. I thought, okay, let's find a way to draw this. I try to get rid of everything. Rook go down, target the rook, try to get the king through, target the bishop. He actually gives up the rook here, which I thought was crazy. I thought he could just. I didn't really see a way to stop it. I mean, like, I can go here. Okay, he just goes here, here, here. I mean, what do I do? I was shocked actually that he gave up the rook. It gave me a lot of fighting chances. Well, I mean, he has two paths on top of the sides. My rook can't cover both, especially because this one is a bishop colored square. Um, but I have to get in somehow. I thought maybe like I could go here. I went rook g2. I was thinking king f6 as well. Um, because obviously I can still go here. Um, but I think he was just gonna get uh bishop d6, and then after takes. I don't know actually. But one thing, there's no b7 yet, so I can push. He can get in, and I can walk back, and he can get farther. But he can't go this way because I had to check him back. So he goes this way, and he blocks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he pushes, and then I can't stop it anymore. So yeah, that's why. But I mean, obviously it's losing. But I mean, still playing for drawing chances for a bit, threatening to win the pawn. But this just kind of seals the deal because I have to give up the rook. He's just threatening to put the bishop here. I have to give up the rook with 2 pawns, and this is obviously, unfortunately this is the right color. If it's the wrong color, actually, I still draw this. But it's the right color. Uh, but I kept triangulating at the end, like that, to try to see if he had like miscount an accident and get in a stalemate or a draw. But I mean, he has 20 minutes on the clock. He just plays slower. And then here, and I resign. But yeah, I mean, I made 3 big mistakes this game. One, not playing e6. I think e6 is the line. It's just get really upset because I think I reviewed too many lines this morning then because I standard check is the line in some of them, but I think I just looked at it so much that I got them all mixed up in my head. Um, which happens, but it's tough to be a recipient of that. I thought I knew what I was playing, but clearly I didn't. So yeah, quite disappointing result. Losing to Matt again. I know Matt's really strong. I don't feel bad losing to him or anything. Um, he's a very strong player. He's a lot stronger than I am. But I mean, I don't know. I could have played better. I think I played poorly, and it's not surprising that I lost this game based on the way I performed. Um, I mean, missing e6, missing b6 here. I mean, it's even now, like just b6 now, you'll never get here. And if I take here, and, I'm cutting off. Like b4 now is a way to get this. Um, yeah, I think I played a very bad game in terms of handling the opening. Um, and I think I played it. I don't know, because I spent some time on it too. I think I tried to remember too much this morning, and I ended up not remembering anything. Because I missed so much. I think like it's been a really fun line too. I wonder if I wasn't like except in defeat I moved down or anything. I wasn't going to throw away a bishop. Um, Definitely a much more dynamic position. I think he can easily find everything. I don't think it's like a complicated line to figure out. Um, but I mean, I'm happy with this. Like, this is playable for something. Uh, it's weird, but it's playable. Um, and I could have played this position for a win, for at least just for something. Um, so yeah, I think I achieved more confident in my play and slower in my play too. Because I think I just walked into a nightmarish position much too. And yeah, the time I played d6, it's like what did I play d6? Move 29. I used that 20 moves ago. And so yeah, this is not a good performance on my end. And I will have to review this with Engine as well to see if I'm correct in my analysis. But at least from my perspective, I think I looked at I misremembered my opening, which put me in a bad position, and I misplayed the bad position to make it even worse, and I missed a very obvious tactic that he had, that I just kind of like blitzed out h5 thinking I can just attack, and it just doesn't work. So yeah, not the greatest luck looking into Bradley in 2 weeks. Uh, but I don't know. I think at Bradley I will, like, the stakes are a lot higher. I think I will um be a lot. I'll try to be a lot more locked in, at least. I think I lock in every game. It's not like I'm just kind of willy nilly playing these games. I don't pay to show up and just mess around. So yeah, I think come Bradley, I'll be better prepared. I've been studying a lot more now as well, so I think I'd be better prepared for that. But I think yeah, I don't know, this is just a mind game for me. I think I had the skills and I just didn't use any of them. And that just happens sometimes. You can't win every game, and you can't play perfectly all the time. You'll make mistakes, um, and that just happens. So yeah, looking forward to next week, 1 out of 2, and we'll see who else is 1 out of 2 and who we're playing. Looking forward to an exciting game next week as well. So until then, I will see you then.